Why you don't do hair? Because it's not my passion. It's not my passion. Another thing this generation needs to learn is just because you good at it don't mean you need to get paid from it. Amen. All your hobbies don't need to be turned into making money, because that's how you burn yourself out and that's how you stop loving it. So if my passion was doing hair and take care of your hair, wash included, blow dry included, trim included, then a wig install, then I would start doing your hair. But because I don't give a fuck about nobody hair, not even mine, I'm not doing your hair. I be them burnt the fuck out of y'all and ain't give a fuck. You got one time to say something to me while I'm doing your wig. You got one time to tell me my hot comb too hot and you getting the fuck out my salon. Cause I'm a grown ass woman and you booked me to do your hair. So if you get burnt, bitch, you get burnt. Set the fuck back. So yes, I would never do nobody hair. I don't play that shit. You not gonna disrespect me. You gonna sit and you gonna take what the fuck goes on in my salon. So yeah. But also back to the other part too. Just because you good at it don't mean you need to get paid from it.
Too much media.
Welcome to Too Much Media.
Tune in
Too much
to
media.
Too Much
Have fun.
Too much media.
Just because you're good at it doesn't mean you need to get paid from it. Now that is a great lesson, because I've always struggled with this, but not only with myself, but even other people around me, where I remember I one time had a family member who's super good at makeup, and she decided to quit one day because at first she was actually doing it, like where she was getting bookings, she was getting paid, like she was actually becoming something in makeup, you know? So then one day she quit. She said she's not doing that no more. I said, why, bro? When I'm telling you, I asked her why she quit like so many times to the point where she got sick of me, bro. She would do my makeup from time to time, but you know, because she messes with me like that, but she just would refuse to do makeup as a whole, like, as in, like, you know, even, like, just to get paid for it. Like, mind you, I'm not paying for it. She'll do my makeup for free, but she won't, like, allow somebody to book her for makeup or things like that. I'm like, bro, like, you could really, like, go places with this, like, truly be, like, a real makeup artist to the point where you're, like, getting paid a lot of money from this. Like, you're actually that good. She just kept saying like she just doesn't want to. Like there was no explanation that she could give to really get it through my head. Like there was no explanation. It's just she didn't want to. And I just couldn't get it until one day she sent me that video of Drake where he's like, I just don't, like, it just doesn't make me happy. I just don't want to. Like, it's just not something that I enjoy. It's just not something I want. Like, it's just not that. And I was just like, couldn't get it. But it used to be the same thing that I would feel for myself. Whereas like, I would be good at things. Like, for example, when I was really little, I used to play soccer and I was really good at soccer, but I hated soccer. I never wanted to play soccer. Like, no, like soccer was like the enemy of progress to me. Regardless of being good, that didn't move me. I just didn't want to do it, you know? It was, and like, there's so many other things where it's like, I am naturally very talented at doing most things. Like, if you put anything in my face, you give me a couple of tries of like, just trying to figure it out for a bit, I always get to the point where I'm like, I learn so quickly that I get good fast, even if I'm not good right away. So it's like a thing where it's like, there's a lot of things that I've given up on that if I had like just sat around and really like decided to lock in for real, I would have been ultra talented at, but I just don't want to do it. And this lesson of like learning to be okay with the idea of like, you don't have to do everything just because you're good at it. You don't have to turn things that you enjoy doing into a money-making scheme, because eventually it turns into you not enjoying doing it. It is a lesson I've had to learn the hard way, because there's so many things I even do currently creatively just to get my juices flowing that it's not technically something I actually want to do as a true endeavor. But like being okay with, as a creative, doing something badly and doing something without the idea of like eventually turning it into financial freedom through it is like, has been so freeing for me, where it's like now I do shit just because I do it. It's not even something where it's like I'm doing it with some sort of like mindset in my head. Like, for example, this channel and stuff like that, this is something I do with the mindset of like I'm building it and I'm growing it into something, right? But it's like creatively, anything I do outside of that is never that. Like nothing I do like artistically that I do is actually because I want artistic, what's it called, recognition, you know? Other than I would say writing, but like all of my other like writing and film for real, for real. Those two, I'm like, but this is kind of part of the film thing, so that's why I'm saying this is that. So this I would consider a part of film, and then writing outside of that would be my other thing. But anything else I do creatively, like that I just do just to do, I don't think about it like a thing where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm eventually gonna like try to like make money off of it, or like I do it because of like anything other than like I like doing it, but I don't want, I wouldn't sell it to somebody. I wouldn't make it a thing where somebody else can pay me to do it, because then I would hate it. Because then some people get to like, you know, tell you what they want, like how she was saying, like of like if you get in my chair and then all of a sudden you complain about the hot comb, you want me to wash your hair, da, da, da. I would not want to do all that. I would be like, sit down and shut up. And that's how I feel. It's like if you want to get into the aspect of like discussing my creative stuff, it's like I'm not finna sit here and let you tell me anything. You tell me anything. You say eat about what I'm up to, and I'm done. You get out of here. I don't want to do it anymore. Like, and that's the thing, when people are paying you to do something, that's how it goes. They have the freedom to tell you what they like and don't like and how they feel about what you're doing. That's not an option when you're getting paid of like just enjoying it. It has to be like a serious thing. And that's why I'm like, I'm passionate enough. And that's where she said of like, it has to be a passion. You have to really like care. And I feel like I'm passionate enough about film where it's like, since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with film. Like I love movies. I love TV. I will watch anything. I will always have like an understanding of like thinking in the mindset of a filmmaker of like, oh, why did they, you know, shoot this shot? Why is this their lead character? Why is like, you know, oh, I can see where they're going with this. Like, I'm the type of person who like, you either love watching movies with me or you hate watching movies with me, because I'm analyzing it down to the millisecond. Like, I'm the type of person who watches a movie and within the first 5 minutes of the film, I'm gonna tell you the ending. Like, I literally always know everything that's gonna happen in a movie within the first 5 to 20 minutes. Like, and some people will watch movies with me and love that about me, of like, oh my God, you was right. Or like, oh no, I think this, like they'll like, you know, get into conversations with me about it, right? Whereas other people will watch movies with me and say I'm ruining the movie because I'm giving away the whole plot, before anything even happens. Like, I've just ruined the whole thing. And it's like, technically, to be fair to me though, I didn't technically ruin it, because we don't actually know whether or not I'm right. We have to actually watch to see if what I'm saying is the correct thing. But these are my guesses. But the thing is, my success rate is so high that most likely I'm right. So I am kind of moving. Like, I have a 98% accuracy with these type of things. You know what I'm trying to say? But the thing is, for me, and that just shows how passionate I am about it, because you giving me the ending or spoiling it or whatever, or like me guessing before the movie even barely starts, doesn't ruin watching the movie for me like it would for some other people, where they're like, oh my God, now you just ruined the whole thing. For me, I still will want to watch it. I maybe might want to watch it more because I want to see the execution. The execution matters more to me than the like actual plot. Like, I will sit down and read an entire Reddit page of what happened in the show before I even watch it. And if the Reddit page that described everything, like everything's spoiled for me, I know who's what, I know what's going on, I know everything, I'll still watch it if it sounded good enough to see how what decisions the director made. The acting too, like I'm obsessed with like acting, of like how was each character played, and how good is that actress or actor at their craft, and you know, what does it take for them to, you know, get into these modes and stuff like that. Like, that to me is more important than actually knowing like, oh no, but you ruined the story, oh no, but like each detail. You can't tell me, you can't like ruin telling me how the cinematography was shot. I have to watch it myself to know. So there's like that aspect where it's like, nah, I still want to see the cinematography though. Nah, I still want to see the actual actor and actresses performances though. Nah, I still want to see what decisions the director made as far as like, tone and like, speed and pacing of the film. It's like pacing really matters when you're talking about shows and film. It's like, to me, I would really like change my whole rating of a show or a film based off the pacing, and like each show has its own level of like what is an accurate need of pacing. There's a good version of fast pace, and then there's a bad version of fast pace. There's a good version of slow pace, and then because sometimes you watch a slow paced film or movie and it's like the fact that it was slow paced made it so much better, right? So it's like, how do you accurately how do you successfully do slow pace, right? That is gonna that will put me in awe. I will rewatch that 10,000 times, right? Or how do you accurately do fast pace? Like when I think of like super accurate fast paced TV show, Outer Banks. I'm obsessed with Outer Banks, the Netflix show. They do fast pace so well. You'll be watching a whole season and so much has happened. Like each episode is going by so quick. Everyone is up to something in such a quick way that it keeps you so enthralled in a way that I'm so obsessed with. Like I literally love that show. Or like I think about my favorite movie, the Malcolm X movie by Spike Lee. It's like I don't like that movie because of the plot line. At the end of the day, we all kind of know what happened with Malcolm X and stuff like that. Denzel's performance was pretty good or whatever, but it's Denzel at the end of the day. If I'm gonna pick rank Denzel performances, I wouldn't even put Malcolm X in my like top 5. I would definitely, he has so many other good movies that, yeah, no. But the cinematography and the shooting of Malcolm X is so good. Like when I say so good, I literally watch it so much with it on mute. Like whenever like I want something to be playing while I'm like doing some sort of creative project or something like that, I would just like put on the Malcolm X movie on mute and just watch it like silently. Like I just like to watch it. Like I like to actually see, because there's so much symbolism added in it too, of like that type thing too. Like that gets me so obsessed, of like symbolism. Like how are you able to put symbolism in your movie in every like characteristic? So it's like you can put symbolism through color, through clothing, through animals, through through shots. If you shoot them where it's like one person is standing above and one person is standing below, and then you shoot them from an angle from the side versus you shoot them from the angle head front versus behind, like where like their back is to the camera and then there's someone in front of them. Like each of those decisions you make while you're filming is a symbolic choice. And for me, like reading through why they might have done what they did, like on each moment of the film, that can take up so much time in my brain that I'm so passionate about and I'll care so much about. And same thing with books and literature, of like making those type of symbolic choices within books, of like what characters mean to each other, why the story is like the story, like all of those kind of things. That for me is passion, right? But then at the same time, I can't like be as passionate about it if I don't like take time to like free myself of like other like emotional aspects or like things that burden me, because I'm just a person, like I go through things and stuff like that. So I have burdens that I need to let go of in order to like really follow my passions and really be 100% in my craft. So I do need creative outlets that I do all the time. Like when I, draw, when I sing, when I make clothes, when I like all of the other creative things that I say I do, like make clothes, sing, draw, paint, pick, like anything else, like honestly, like anything else that I use to like kind of free myself, those things you can't talk to me about like if you sat down and you told me like, oh, these are the things we need in this film, can you make it, da, 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 and you're like, no, we want this change, we want that change, I would 100% be willing to sit there, discuss with you, let's da, 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 da. But if you sat down with me and said, oh, you change this in a song, or like change I don't like this type of drawing that you did, like you need to draw like this is better, or like, oh, the clothes is da 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 da. When I'm telling you I wouldn't give two flying fucks, like get out of my face for real, like, or like you're asking me to help you with your version of those things. It's like, no, like I will, like to an extent if I like you enough, but like it's not to the point where I'm willing to like, you know, truly go through it if it's like giving me a headache. Even if like it's burdening me of like a writing decision I need to make, or a film decision I need to make, or acting wise what I need to do, I would sit there and like really learn and discuss and da 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 da, and it wouldn't burden me. But if you try to do that with my other creative pursuits of like that I just do just to do, bro, like that would really just anger me in a way where I wouldn't be able to come back from. So it's just like, this is like a good lesson of like, now I finally do understand why she didn't want to do makeup, or why I didn't want to do soccer. Because I always thought to myself like, dang, I could be so much further in so many different aspects of life if I just gave myself like that level of like discipline to just do those things. But it's like, no, like I don't want to. There's no, like, understanding that you don't need to have more of an explanation of that the things that you do naturally are like what you're supposed to be doing anyway. So why like even put yourself through the struggle of trying to be passionate about something you're not passionate about, when it's way easier to just find what you're passionate about and then just do what you're passionate about to the nth degree. Like that's smarter than to fight through not being passionate about something. Like now I finally understand that like there's no further explanation needed. It's just like, I don't want to, motherfucker.
Too much media.
Welcome to Too Much Media.
Tune in
Too much
to
media.
Too Much
Have fun.
Media. Too much media.